Mr. Clerk, do we have quorum?
Yes, Your Worship, we have quorum.
I call this meeting of City Council for November 5th, 2025 to order and acknowledge that we're on Treaty 1 territory, the home of traditional lands of the Anishinaabe, the Innu and Dakota peoples, the national homeland of the Red River Métis. Our drinking water comes from Shoal Lake 40 First Nation in Treaty 3 territory. We will now have the opening prayer. Will all those present in the chamber please rise if you're able? Councillor Rollins, the opening prayer this morning.
We come together to organize our council for the coming year, and the new councillor sits as a reminder that the gift of democracy is her renewal. In the quietness of the day without her and the quickness of this meeting, the summer is over, but November may mark a return. As poppies bloom red upon our coats and the elm leaves drift, some still hanging gold along Broadway, we remember the long line of courage that carried us through the storms of November history, the soldiers who crossed to Italy and Holland in 1944, the families who waited at home with hope and prayer, the signal of a time first broadcast in Ottawa, marking each second of a growing nation's heart. And through memory's song, we hear Gordon Lightfoot's haunting question, which grows more familiar in these November winds. Does anyone know where the love of God goes when the waves turn the minutes to hours? There are so many waves that turn minutes to hours, and at the 11th of the month, we remember those who have made the ultimate sacrifice. Comfort those who mourn, and grant peace to families and communities who have lost loved ones or fear they may lose, again, as people they deploy. We are a city made free because of CFB Winnipeg and our 17 wing and more. We are a city that deploys all day and night through Winnipeg police, fire, paramedics, crisis workers, and engineers. And when the battle is not in the skies or streets, but within the body and the heart, we stand beside those who fight to heal, whether on our riverbanks, our neighborhoods, or our families, or in our workplaces. May we as colleagues, neighbors, friends, and civic leaders be instruments of compassion to those waiting for news or holding a loved one's hand, supporting those who are ill, the everyday sacrifices and strength we are grateful for, to those spending too long in hospital rooms or in quiet homes, guarding for them, weak but hopefully ever plotting a return. And we wait for Holly, as love wishes for her, with faith that this circle and the cycle of work and purpose could be part of healing. A reminder that love, like sound so dutifully controlled with capable hands, carries on long after the song and talk and poetry of democracy has ended. We can bring healing to bodies through this democracy and to minds through libraries and community centers in the remembrance of community places that binds generations together. So the answer to Mr. Gordon Lightfoot, perhaps, we can find here, in the love Winnipeg can give when days are hard, in the strength we lend to one another in this council chamber and beyond. And we know the season will eventually turn, and the Assiniboine will carry the last of the fallen leaves towards the red. And with the cold, we will shake our heads and laugh, because we know this fall was lucky to be so long that it did not so quickly turn to our famed Winnipeg winter that so often comes and knocks us down and others out. But as Kelly Badeau sings, partout la vie assomme, mais dans ce monde de fous, l'amour est toujours en nous. Alors, permettons-nous un moment de chant ou de silence maintenant dans nos cœurs. Non pas d'absence, mais de présence, un silence rempli de gratitude, de courage et de paix. May this meeting begin in that spirit, mindful of those who lost who came before, gentle toward those who suffer still, and steadfast in the work we are called to do today.
Thank you, Councillor Rollins, for the thoughtful and beautiful opening. You may be seated. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
His Worship Mayor Gillingham, Councillors Allard, Chambers, Duncan, Durand-Wood, Eady, Gilroy, Lukes, Mays, Orlico, Rollins, Santos, and Wyatt.
Thank you. We have a leave of absence motion for Councillors Dobson and Sharma, moved by Councillor Orlico and seconded by Councillor Chambers. Madam Clerk, would you read the motion, please?
Moved by Councillor Orlico, seconded by Councillor Chambers, that Councillors Dobson and Sharma be granted a leave of absence from today's meeting due to city business.
I'll call the question. All in favor? Contrary? Carried. Thank you. Well, good morning to everyone. It's great to see all of you here for the annual organizational meeting of City Council. And as we begin, I want to take a moment to reflect briefly on where Council really has gone for the last 3 years and what we've been doing, and as we look towards the final year of this 4-year term. It's hard to believe how quickly time has flown, and I think it's fair to say that together, we as a council, in partnership and with the support and work of our public service, really have accomplished a great deal over these past 3 years. From investing in road renewal and our active transportation network, to strengthening public safety, expanding housing options, advancing major infrastructure projects like the North End Renewal, the Water Pollution Control Centre. This council, again with the support and efforts of the public service, has made meaningful progress on issues that matter to Winnipeggers. And of course we know that there's still so much more to do. And we need to keep our focus on collaboration and delivering results, and on ensuring that the City of Winnipeg remains financially strong and positioned for continued growth. I want to thank each one of you around this council chamber sincerely for your commitment, your ideas, your efforts, and your dedication to serving the people of your ward, and for each one of you, broader than that, serving the people of Winnipeg. In City Council, we don't always agree, we know that, and that's actually healthy in a democracy. But what matters the most is that we work together to serve the people of Winnipeg with integrity and purpose. And I have no doubt and full confidence in each one of you that that is the way that each of us goes about our business every day. Today's a very special day because it's Take Our Kids to Work Day. And so I want to take a moment to recognize the full gallery today, all the students who are joining us here this morning. Welcome to City Hall. We're glad that you're here. This annual day, and today is no different, gives students an opportunity to have a glimpse into the workplaces across the City of Winnipeg and the various city departments, and a chance to see the important contributions that your parents or family members or friend, whomever you're with today, makes to the citizens of Winnipeg every day. I can't stress this strong enough. Public service is important and meaningful work. It's about serving the community that we share. It's about doing our parts respectively in our various roles and jobs to make Winnipeg better for everybody. So to the sons and daughters and to the youth who are here today, as a council, we want you to be very proud of the work that your family members do. And I hope that today inspires you really to imagine your own future. And I think all of us today hope that you will consider a role with the City of Winnipeg when the opportunity comes. So thank you for being here, and thank you to our city employees as well for the professionalism that you bring to work every day. So with that, we'll move on to the agenda for today's organizational meeting. It's my privilege and obligation as the mayor to make several appointments, and so I want to read these into the record before we go to motion number 1. I want to start today by confirming the Executive Policy Committee chairs will remain the same. These appointments are as follows: Finance Chair, Councillor Jeffrey Waddy; Public Works Chair, Councillor Janice Lukes; Property and Development Chair, Councillor Evan Duncan; Community Services Chair, Councillor Vivian Santos; Water, Waste and the Environment Chair, Councillor Ross Eady. The following appointments also remain the same: Deputy Mayor, Councillor Marcus Chambers; Acting Deputy Mayor, Councillor Janice Lukes. And it's my pleasure to announce the following appointments. To the Assiniboine Park Conservancy, Councillors Marcus Chambers and Evan Duncan; the Chair of the Human Rights Committee of Council, Councillor Sherry Rollins; Mayor's Advisory Committee on Heritage, Culture and the Arts, Councillor Marcus Chamber; Council Liaison for Labour Relations, Councillor John Orlico; Winnipeg Representative for the North American Strategy for Competitiveness, known as NASCO, Councillor Marcus Chambers; To join the Winnipeg Food Council, Councillor Emma Duran-Wood. Performance Management Subcommittee, Councillors Janice Lukes, Jeff Rawadi, Cindy Gilroy, and Debbie Sharma. School Boards and Youth Opportunities Liaison, Councillor Vivian Santos. UN Safe Cities Global Initiative Steering Committee, Councillor Cindy Gilroy, and Council Liaison for Veteran and Military Affairs, Councillor Sean Dobson. I want to thank every one of you for the various and many roles that each of you serve in as a council to ensure that the important work of our city goes on, and thank you for the ways that you're serving the people of Winnipeg in these various committees. And I hope you'll also continue to support one another to fulfill the responsibilities that each of you has taken on. I'd now like to move us to motion number 1, and I want to acknowledge that we have motion 1 before us, moved by Councillor Chambers, seconded by Councillor Orlico. It is a motion for the council appointments and to standing committees and boards and commissions. You will be relieved that I'm not going to read every line in this motion. We're just going to have the motion before us. Councillor Chambers, would you like to introduce the motion?
Thank you, Your Worship. With that, I do move item number 1, the council appointments to the various standing policy committees.
Okay. Anyone to speak on the motion? That's the right answer. Okay. Councillor Chambers, would you close on the motion? You have up to 8 minutes.
I'll take 8 seconds. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Please call the question.
Okay. Call the question on motion number 1. All in favor? Contrary? Thank you. Carried. Councillor Allard, would you move adjournment?
I will. I move adjournment.
Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
His Worship Mayor Gillingham, Councillors Allard, Chambers, Duncan, Duran-Wood, Eadie, Gilroy, Lukes, Mays, Orlico, Rollins, Santos, and Wyatt.
Okay, we are adjourned. Thank you.